Please welcome the next presentation entitled Risk Factors of Congestive Heart Failure in Patients in Bangnampriao Hospital, Chachoengsao Province, Thailand, presented by Mrs. Anyamani Petsiri. Excuse me, presented by Mr. Jirat Vanit.
Dear Mr. Chairman, Mr. Co-Chairman, welcome ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jirat Vanit. I am a 6th-year medical student from College of Medicine, Langsit University. We are pleased to be here, and today we will present our study. Our study is risk factor of congestive heart failure, as known as CHF, in patient admitted to Bangnampriao Hospital, Chachoengsao Province, Thailand. Let's see why we study in this topic. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention of the United States of America, congestive heart failure has been a major worldwide problem due to high mortality and morbidity, including in Thailand, which affect individuals, their family, and even the community. Recently, statistics data from Department of Public Health from Thailand report the death rate from cardiovascular disease in Bangnampriao district is the highest in the Chachoengsao province. So we conduct the case control study was conducted at Bangnampriao Hospital from June 2020 to June 2022. Data collection using a medical record via SOS-AP program was done. Data analysis using SPS version of 28 as descriptive statistics, chi-square, odd ratio, and 95% confidence interval was done to analyze the significant risk. The objective of our study is to determine the risk factor of congestive heart failure in patients admitted to Bangnampriao Hospital. At this diagram, you can see the study population with inclusion and exclusion criteria. The case group is the patient who is diagnosed with congestive heart failure, which ICD-10 code is I500, and the control group is the patient who are not diagnosed with congestive heart failure. From the table, you can see the result of our study. This table shows the result of our study which had p-value, odd ratio, and 95% confidence interval in the table. The risk factors were divided into 3 groups. The first group is socio-demographic risk factor, which has aging and gender. The aging is equal or more than 60 years. The second group is lifestyle risk factor, which has smoking and alcohol. And the third group is clinical risk factor, which has obesity, hypertension, diabetic mellitus, dyslipidemia, stroke, ischemic heart disease, and chronic kidney disease. From the result of our study, the significant risk factors associated with congestive heart failure are hypertension, which has odd ratio 2.48, chronic kidney disease, which has odd ratio 2.31, diabetic mellitus, which has odd ratio 2.19, ischemic heart disease, which has odd ratio 2.16, smoking, which has odd ratio 1.73, and aging more than or equal 60 years, which had odd ratio 1.69, respectively. This study shows us that preventing of congestive heart failure can start from individuals by eating a healthy diet and exercising regularly and avoiding smoking. So the limitation of our study is the sample size is relatively small, thus the result may be discrepant. Since the sample size is small, we cannot do a multivariate analysis, and there's no data of disease control in the risk factor by individuals. Finally, to the conclusion, the greater risk factor in this study is hypertension with an odd ratio of 2.48, so we should encourage the patient to check up on their health annually, to screen for non-communicable disease, and promote the health education to prevent of congestive heart failure. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Now let's move to the Q&A session with our judges. Do we have any?
I'd like to ask about how did you choose the control? Namely, you have only 175 controls, right? From more than 1,000 patients, including. Do you have any criteria to select who would suitable to be the control group? For example, I just wonder if you compare the hypertension status in the patient with heart failure and the patient admitted due to septic shock, for sure it will be different. So do you have any other criteria to choose who will be in the control group?
Thank you for the question. So my criteria for using in the control group is a patient admitted to internal ward of medicine from 2087 patient who is admitted to internal ward medicine is a control case, and then I random by giving him a number by 1 to the 2087. Then I select case by allocation using a simple random sampling to control case of 175 patients.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Do you have any more comments or any questions from our judges?
Thank you so much for this presentation. Please give a loud applause.
Before we start the next presentation, it will be taken about 30 seconds for the next presentation. Thank you.